Ooh, ha, kaua. Greetings everyone. My name is Chimaoge. You can also call me Moge. Welcome to Moge, my personal network. Let's go. Again, to state my name is Chimaoge Nkeron. That is the metaphysically correct one. I know we're in an age where everyone thinks the government name is real. It's not. You just put that on a piece of paper because someone put that on a piece of paper when you were born. The real name is the given name. My given name is Chimaoge, okay? I've explained the Nkeron before. Check Chimaoge's comments for that. My given name is Chimaoge. My forename is Moge. My government name is Chimaoge Chijioke Ibe, okay? The middle and the last name are not really a name. My alternate white structured name, yes, this is weird, but my lineage has had a weird trajectory because of racism. My alternate white structured name based on the history of my lineages is Chimaoge Chijioke Ibenwuku, okay? At some point, someone decided to shorten what shouldn't have been there anyway. Shout out to my ancestors. You did not will this last name culture. Another name very relevant to me in this video today is NKWOORIE, N-K-W-O-O-R-I-E. N-K-W-O-O-R-I-E means the smooth deletion of disease, aka Shango. Anyway, that's one name that applies to my being, and I also use it to publish music. Check out my network NKWOORIE. And I'm talking about singing today, but before that, let us pray. I pray for the success of this video and the success of my audience, the success of myself, the success of the art piece it highlights, and the success of the idea behind the art piece. Let's go. So just to remind you again of this network, the identity of this network is Moge, M-A-O-G-E. It serves as my personal network. It stitches together all my personal accounts. And these serve many functions. One function is to give you all my raw reactions. And another function, just checking my notes again, is to talk about myself. Give you all relevant information about myself and my being. Now, the title of this video is I Need to Sing to Think. I need to sing to think. And its purpose is to highlight the art piece in the thumbnail. That art piece, which is available in the Chimaoge's Comments Patreon shop, okay, the one for Moge is coming soon, buy it, is called I, Chimaoge Nkeron, Need to Sing to Think at My Full Capacity. Again, I, Chimaoge Nkeron, Need to Sing to Think at My Full Capacity. It's linked in the comments and it's in the thumbnail. Its purpose is to tell the world an important characteristic of mine. Now, let's get into the meat. Ooh. Now, the inspiration for the art piece. I'll say two things. One, the counsel of my ancestors. I pray constantly. Thinking is a form of praying. I'm thinking constantly. When I think, I converse with my ancestors because the mind is not ebekwensu. The mind is not a space of one. The mind is a space of gathering. The mind manifests in the physical world as well. Anyone you are talking to is a part of your mind to some extent. But those of us who exist in spirit, as in those who have passed on, exist in the mind of their descendants. They are part of our thought process. I converse with my ancestors when I think. And when I pray more aggressively, they are with me. They help me fashion my righteous weapon against evildoers. Anyway, when I say righteous weapon, of course, I'm talking about spiritual power. So, my ancestors counseled me and told me that this is true of myself. I'd already been observing it, but they helped me stitch it together. So that's one inspiration of this art piece. Another inspiration of this art piece is my desire to help other people think better. We are in a thought deficit. We must think better. Do not just sit at your desk. Move. Anyway, I'll get into that more. So now onto what is visible in the art piece. One, you will see two singing sets of animals. First, you will see two fly. That is what they're called. In my language, efefe. I know most people will call them now. Think of it. People use and please, tone marking people. Shh. Meshana. People use to mean salt. Salt comes from the earth. It is the same as that which people call feces. It is another form of it, okay? I'll go into that more in the future. If you call someone feces, that is an insult. We've been told to insult nature. Those beings, in my language, should not be called Nunu. That is not how I think of them. I think of them as Efefe. Efefe means fly. They fly. They also fly high. Same thing. Anyway, in English, most people refer to them as birds. That is another derogatory term. They are a form of Amadioha as a collective, and most of the individual categories of life. Anyway, you'll see two of them sing in the top corner. In the bottom corner, you will see two seals. Those seals are a manifestation of one of the things that is called in my language Nanyam, the mother of our greatness, also mother wife. It correlates with the thing that those who believe in the chakras concept would call the throat chakra. It is what allows us to speak. And she, because she's a woman, sings. Anyway, they represent singing. I always use nature to represent things. So that's one thing you'll see in the art piece. And then the second thing you'll see in the art piece is a picture of me singing in the middle. I just took a picture of myself while singing. I stitched the two together. Amadioha and mother wife come together to sing. Anyway, let me then give 2 points about the issue that the piece talks about itself. 1, I need to sing to think at my full capacity. That is simply a fact about myself. And 2, I also need to be free to move to think at my full capacity. This is baby stuff. Anyway, now on to the action items. 2 things that I think should be done based upon what I have presented. I don't present things for no reason. First, if you know me, keep this fact in mind. You must keep facts about me in mind when you know me in order to interact properly. That is true of any person. If I am not singing, something is wrong. Check in on me. Secondly, try to do things yourself when you want to think well. Do not just sit and do nothing or tap your head like a cartoon character. That is literally what Ekwensu does, and Ekwensu does not have the capacity to think. Anyway, now, on to where I found this information. 2 points. 1, reflecting on my childhood. In my childhood, I did not even think I could sing. Sing, rather. Well, maybe they're the same word. I don't know. There are many ways to say something. Anyway, again, in my childhood, I did not think that I was able to sing. I was not thinking at my full capacity when I was a child because there was a lot of trauma in my life. My childhood was terrible. My elders have a lot to answer for. Secondly, another way I found this out is my experience learning to sing as an adult. As an adult, I manifested my will to sing. In the process of learning, I realized it was integral to my thinking process. Now, places where my audience can find this information. 1, you can watch my videos on Chimaoge's comments, my network for displaying my Ekwensu. Check that out. I sing a lot in those videos. And 2, you can watch my videos and listen to my music on NKWOORIE, NKWOORIE. Look that up anywhere. You'll find me on all streaming platforms, and you'll find me on video hosting platforms as well. Now, let me close out this first phase before I take my break and then circle back to give these points again. Again, remember the highlighted art piece. I, Chimaoge and K-Rom, need to sing to think at my full capacity. Its purpose is to tell the world that important fact about myself. Please check it out. It is linked to in the comments. Another reminder of the title of this video, I need to sing to think. I need to sing to think. And its purpose is to highlight the aforementioned art piece. Again, this network is called MAOGE. It is for my personal accounts. It exists to give you my raw reactions and to talk about myself, important things, among other things. Let's re-up the prayer. Call Maza. May it happen again and again forever. May it double. Anyway, again, my name is Chimaoge. I also go by MAOGE. You heard my government name before. Remember that. And thank you. First phase over. Let me take my break. Hoo. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Aku mama dia kanu, aku mama dia Okay. Let's go again. Phase 2. Greetings once again. For those of you who are joining me newly, my name is Chimaoge. You can also call me Moge. Let's go. My full name is Chimaoge NKWOORIE, metaphysically correct. Given name Chimaoge, Chimaoge. My forename is Moge, MAOGE, also acceptable to call me. My government name, both US and Nigeria, is Chimaoge Chijioke Ibe. Another name for me, white structured, based on the history of my lineages, is Chimaoge Chijioke Ibenwuku. And another name for me is NKWOORIE, NKWOORIE. I publish music under this name. Check it out. Ooh, little string there. Let's pray again. I pray for the success of this art piece, my audience, and everything that shows this art piece. This network is the network for all of my personal accounts. It is called Moge, after my forename. It is, among other things, 1, to give you all my raw reactions to things, and 2, to tell you important facts about myself. The title of this video that you are watching is I Need to Sing to Think. I need to sing to think, and its purpose is to highlight the art piece in the thumbnail. That art piece, which is available in the Chimaoge's Comments Patreon shop, Moge's Patreon coming soon, and is linked to below this video, is called I, Chimaoge NKWOORIE, Need to Sing to Think at My Full Capacity. Its purpose, among many other things, is to tell the world about that important characteristic of mine. Now let's get into the meat once again. The inspiration for this art piece was manyfold. I'll give 2 things. 1, the counsel of my ancestors, my relatives who passed away, and my ancestors outside of that, my ancestors outside of my gene pool. We all have ancestors outside of our gene pool as well. Our being is vast. They told me to talk about this, and they also told me this piece of information. They helped me stitch together something I had been thinking about, or rather, that I had been creeping about, for quite a while. Second, another inspiration was my desire to help others think better. I want us to think better as a collective. Now, on to what is visible in the art piece itself. 2 singing sets of animals. You will see 2 fly high, commonly called birds, singing, and then also 2 seals singing as well. And then in the center, you will see a picture of me singing. I stitched them together. Now, on to the issue at hand, the issue that this art piece talks about. 1, it just is giving the simple fact that I need to sing to think at my full capacity. Don't get me wrong. Even when I'm down, I can think better than anyone, but that's not good enough for me. I have to be my best. I'm not just trying to win a slow race. I want to fly high. Another issue that this art piece highlights is that I need to be free to move to think at my full capacity. If you sit me down at a desk and are always making me do math problems like my deadbeat dad did when I was a child, I will not be thinking at my full capacity. Should have just let me run around, play soccer, and I still would have gotten A's in school because I was a straight A student. I got to Harvard and I graduated with a double major. This man wants to take credit for me doing well in school. All he did was bore me out. I was getting A's anyway. Anyway, more on that in the future. I've talked about my family problems in the past. Sad reality of our world. Anyway, the point is I need to be free to move to think at my full capacity. Simple fact. Action items. What should be done based upon what I've presented? 1, keep this information in mind if you know me. If you want to know me, you must know that I am a singer. If I'm not singing, something is wrong. 2, try to do things yourself when you want to think well. Do not be stationary when you want to think. Flow. Fais-moi dire. Fly like the good husband of the people. Flow, blood flow, same thing. Let's go. Now, where I found this information. 1, reflecting on my childhood, which was traumatic. I was not functioning at my full capacity. Just because I achieved many accolades that societies today deem worthy does not mean I have a good childhood. I had a good childhood, rather. Do not assume that because your son is getting straight A's, he's happy or even operating in a healthy way. And then 2, my experience learning to sing as an adult. In the process of learning to sing, I realized it was integral to my thought process. Now, places where my audience can find this information. 1, watch my videos on Chimaoge's comments. Watch my videos on Chimaoge's comments. I sing a lot there. And 2, watch my videos and listen to my music on NKWOORIE. That's a network for, among many other things, displaying my music. All right, let's close out. Ooh, Abu Moni shi chim chim charu. Abu Mamadi yo ha hiye. Abu Shango nuan keta. Abu Chimaoge nke wrong. Onishi akanu kaka. Anime banu ne banu ha. Abu banu banu ba 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 ba. Anime zo egu nketa. Egu udiwe otu. That which we call music, which really should be called an extended finish, egu. In my language signifies the idea extended, gu, finish. Egu, extended finish. That and peace, or the consequences of he chooses to cut every time. Igwe, he chooses to cut every time. People use that word to talk about the sky. Think about it. That entity which we call the sky is full of things that are constantly cutting through other things. It is a manifestation of a person, an expansion person, Noyeka. His name is Igwe. He chooses to cut every time. He's very aggressive. He's a part of Amadio. Anyway, peace and that which we call music are the same thing. If there is no music, there is no peace. Just giving that. Anyway, please, 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 get the art piece, get the art piece. It is called I, Chimaoge and K-Rom, need to sing to think at my full capacity. Its purpose is to tell the world that important piece of information about me. Link to in the comments. It's also in the Patreon shop for Chimaoge's comments. The network for my Ekwensu. Fun fact, your personal stuff is part of your Ekwensu, so there's an overlap there, but the specific Patreon for this network is coming soon. Anyway, get it, get it, get it. Reminder of the title of this video, I Need to Sing to Think, and its purpose is to highlight the aforementioned art piece, which is in the thumbnail. By the way, I know most people do not repeat their whole points twice. That is because we as a collective are not thinking. People should not just hear from you once. They want to hear from you. Nke amadio. Anyway, this network is a network for my personal things. It is called MAOGE, M-A-O-G-E. 2 purposes of it. 1, to give you my raw reactions. That's part of my personal being. And 2, to give important pieces of information about myself. Okay. Then, let's pray once again. I've stated the intention to pray. That is prayer. Fun fact, Igwe and his wife are integral to prayer. Let me remember it, it's complicated. Igwe, another way to translate Igwe is pray. He is pray itself. And prayer, the thing that is prayer, is his wife. And another name for prayer, funny enough, is Batgirl. And another name for Igwe is Batman. Yes, yes, yes. I learn a lot when I pray. When I Batman. Anyway. I'm alive today. Don't just believe books. Believe what you hear in your mind. For what you hear in your mind and what we all heard in our minds is what created those books anyway. Don't be a bookworm. Don't be a Ekwensu. Be a human being. Anyway, once again, my name is Chimaoge. You can also call me Moge. You heard all the other stuff. Again, if you want to look me up, my government name is Chimaoge Chijioke Ibe. Another name I've used based on the history of my lineage is, again, I don't like that it exists, but you know, racism unfortunately has created bad naming practices, is the name Chimaoge Chijioke Ibenwuku. In particular, I don't want to suppress too much the name Nwoku specifically. That was the name of my great-great-grandfather. It's a very good name. It's just, it should not be applied as a so-called last name that doesn't exist. And that's all I'll say for now. Anyway, thank you very much. Kai.
Yay, Abu Mamadi, you have re, Ekazeno Monemenuma, Ekazeno Monemenunka, Abu Mamadi, you ha ha, Abu Mamadi, you ha, Abu Mafo, Amadio, Aname Mafo, Amadio, Aname Mafo, Amadio, Abu Mamadi, you Abu Mamadi, who are you, bruh? 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 Who are you, bruh? Who are you, bruh? I can't even see you. Who are you, bruh? Who are you, bruh? Who are you, bruh? Bruh. Biddy, blah. Grow out your beard. Don't be a slug. Anyway. Ojigi ishi ha, I want the jishi ha, Ijigi ishi, hell is red, 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 Ijigi ishi, what is that? Married to the barber, ha ha, married to the barber, ha ha, married to the barber like that one, married to the barber like that one, no wife, no fun, me I'm affected by your baldness, me I'm affected by your baldness, bald men don't get married, ha ha, mess up the younger Amadio, ha ha ha. You heard me. Anyway, Ekesenu ne menu mwa, enezenu ne menu nana, Abu Mamadi, who baba. Abu Mamadi, who are you, bruh? Abu Mamadi, who are you, bruh? Abu Mamadi, who are you, bruh? Abu Mamadi, Hamadi, Hama. Abu Mamadi, who are you, bruh? Abu Mamadi, who are you, bruh? Abu Mamadi should be a son. Abu Mamadi should be a son. No Akanuche. I got my own Akanuche. Amadio, Abu Mopara. Aneme Bioza. Abu Mopara. Anime Chaza, you wear a suit so the white man like you still rejected, you feel like poo-poo. Abu Mamadi, yo hua. Abu Mamadi, yo who are you, bruh? You wear a shirt in 100 degrees. When it's cold, you go sneeze. Abu Mamadi, yo who are you, bruh? Abu Mamadi, yo who are you, bruh? Ndi fone kwe kaka, Abu Mopara ugu ha, Abu Mopara ugu ha. You listen to Pastor Papa, you listen to Pastor na Baba. You open up only to Baba. You run away, no way to find you. You run away, no one behind you. You go quench in a Jafia, you go quench like forest food. You go quench, we forget about you. Abu Mamadi Uzembu Hafia O2. Abu Mohafia Madioha. Abu Moji Urata. Ton marker ele ha ha. Mele ha ha. Anemechu ele ha ha. Abu menu nuwa kaka. Abu Mamadi yo ha kaka. Abu Mamadi yo ski ska. Ekesenu ne menu mwa. Ishayumbu ihezuku mwe. Ishayumbu ihezuku mwe. Muwa neso obako. Muwa neso obako. Otumwene chuzuku mwe. Otumwene chuzuku mwe. Abu Mamadi yo hua. Abu mbambo nuwanketa. Anemejao habu eru marala. Quench. Anemelua nemua, Abu Mamadi, who are you, bruh? Abu Mamadi, who be who? Abu Mamadi, who be who? I am a Mario, Hamas. I am a Mario, Hakas. I find new word in my speech. I find new word in my speech. You do not be showing a Jew. Oh, shune me Venus in G-Hen. Oh, shune me Venus in G-Hen. On a shoe, oh, shune shoe. Oh, shune shoe, oh, shune shoe. Baba Neptune, Barababa. On a so Saturniria. Iwe Neptune Soparu. Otu. Iwere. Iwe ha. Hapuwe wiwe. Ashuihe. Aneme wiwe nkuku ha. Abumiwe nuwanketa. Ahonu. Aneme jao. Angwere mahonu. Aneme jao. Ijigi ahu. Ha. In one day we get cool. Oh cool. No speech. Ekwensu. Orie ekwensu newa. Orie ne ekejim. Chuha. Akanso on a bear. Munye akanso neba. Munye akanso kaka. On a chi, on a chi, on a chi. Abumbaba munye akanso. Abumbaba munye akanso. Aname manso. Aname anso. Aname kwensu kaka. Abunka kwensu. Nuwa ekwensoma. Ekwense joku. Shange kwensu. Shogun. Abum shogun ha. Abum shogun baba. Abum mamadi yohana baya. Abum mamadi yohana fana. Abum mamadi yohan kezenka. Abum mamadi yohan mezempa. Unene bossa. Unene jenje. Injenje for amadioha. Injenje for amadioha. Injenje for amadioha. Hagenguna jovia. Enria jovia ha ha. Anememe Batman keta. Abum Batgirl. Abum abere. Ayinezu ho ho ho. Abum korea kaka. Abum inya kwanu kaka. Abumegu nuwanketa. Abumegweze nuwanketa. Abumegweze. Abumgoge tojana. Abumamadiwa. Ha ha. Abumoge di otu. Di moge otu. Ha ha. Di moge otu. Moge otu. Aneme chechiche. Aneme mechiche. Emeche anemem. Abumugui. Abumagui ronsika. Abumagui ronsinua. Abumagui ronsikaka. Akarami ronsia. Akaramagui eronsi. Akarama gaga. Abumwepu ha ha. I will ask you, Irashu, I will ask you, Irashu, I will ask you, Urashu bun sopuru, Satan hapu Satan. Abu Mamadi, you are Abu Mamadi, you are Ibra, Abu Mamadi, you are Abu Mamadi, you Abu Magwina Mia, Anna Magwina Kinkan, Abu Mamadi, you are 1K time, Abu Mamadi, you are 1K. Anyway, let me rest my vocals a bit. Sometimes you must pause from thinking and do other mind things. See, one thing I learned from my ancestors is that we do not name the processes of the mind correctly. Part of this is the nature of abomination speech, but also intentional manipulation from the past. Not everything that goes on in your mind space is thinking. It might be a thing of thinking, a thing of the mind. For example, Amadioha is a thing of the mind, but so is Ekwensu. So anyway, just a fact. Abu Mamadi, Abu Mamadi, who are you, bruh? Ekizeni wana menuma. Ekizeni wana numama. Ekizeni wana menuma. Ekizeni wana menuma. Abu Mamadi, who are. Abu Mamadi, your arrest is done. Abu Mamadi, you bre. Abu Mamporo Kuchugunua. Abu Muporo Kuchugunua. Abu Mchugu Chieha. Anemezi enemy empa. Abu Dimpa Dada. Abu Dimpa Baba. Abu Dimpa Kimpa Kaka. Hua. Abu Mamadi, you are you, bruh? Abu Mamadi, you mepu, mama. You mepu power, mama. You mepu no one. Why you mepu no bring back kid? You mepu no son. Daughter them also Amadio, Uneneso, Eke Jinjo, Uneneso, no Ezinulo, Eke Jinjo, Abu Mamadio FF, Abu Mamadio Bebe, Abu Mamadio you be gay, Abu Mamadio you be Arala Marama, Newu, Arala Marama, Newu, I know. Anyway, I know I have neighbors here where I live. Let me not disturb them. Anyway. Just saw 1147. I've been seeing that number a lot. 1147. Multiples of 11 as well. And just the 11 number. Anyway. Just planning my next movement. Abu Mamadi, who are you, bruh? Abu Mamadi, I be the one. I be the one, you be a Kwanzu. My next movement. Anyway, I pray once again for the success of the video and the subject matter. I'll just leave you with one thing. Think. Are you thinking properly? Are you moving when you think? Again, are you thinking properly? And are you moving when you think? And remember, if you know me, check for my voice. If you do not hear me singing, ever, something is wrong. Thank you very much. God.